Well, we booked this quite a while ago, so they've known for a number of months, and everybody's very excited. Family, friends, everybody wants to touch base with us when we're there, and can't wait to hear all the wonderful things that we're doing.
We're almost like guinea pigs because we have three other couples that once they heard about what we're doing and we send information, they said, well, I told them if this is half as good as we think it's going to be, when we get back, we probably have three or four more couples that'll be looking for the next destination. We've been fortunate enough that we've had many experiences in Europe. And the problem is they've basically been tourist experiences. And we're looking for this as an immersion experience where we make our determination of how long we're going to stay in a museum or how long we're going to sit in a restaurant. And we have had some experiences with just waking up in the morning and starting to walk and taking random turns to just lead us wherever it goes. But you don't have that many opportunities when you're traveling with a group of people or even another couple where you have to be at a certain place at a certain time. So the idea of absolutely wandering is really exciting.
Well, we had been talking for quite a while after our last trips. I think the last long trip we took was a cruise from Turkey to Athens and stopped in Grecian islands along the way. And we loved that. It was good because we did it actually with 6 friends. And so we had this lovely little travel group that we had known for 50 years traveling with us. And so that in and of itself was exciting and wonderful. But it just reinforced the fact that you only get to see this much of wherever you are. And that wasn't where we were right then. We wanted more of, as you mentioned the word, immersion. We wanted to be someplace for a while. And so there was a period of time where we were planning to do this on our own. And then I'm not sure where we ran across the information on the Good Life Abroad, but it seemed to hit all of the benchmarks of things that we wanted. And it seemed like a safe way to try this the first time, and that we looked into it and it seemed good, and so we thought about it. And of course, there's the world situation. We thought about it in relationship to that, and decided that Amsterdam, which was a place I think we told you this one other time, we'd been there 50 years ago. Actually, it was more like 55. So it was this place in my mind that was just magical, and I wanted to go back.
I first came across The Good Life Abroad on Facebook, and you probably remember the lady's name, but someone wrote did a video, 2-part video article about her experience traveling. And that's the first time I heard the name of the company. And so then I went onto the Facebook page and started reading about your Facebook page, what people are doing. And honestly, without being self-serving, the video meeting we had with you about Amsterdam affirmed that you're a real person and you seem like a nice guy and you seem to know what you're talking about. So it gave us even more confidence that this is an organization we want to have a connection to.
I think the other thing we did right away was join the Good Life Abroad community Facebook page, and people are posting on there all the time about places that they are for a month, and there was a wide variety of places, and everyone seemed to be having a fabulous time. And honestly, if I saw 2 negative posts in 6 months, that was probably more than actually was there. Everything seemed very positive, and so yeah, we were in.
Well, then the next stage, when we actually got on the WhatsApp and started seeing people who were going on specific trip and having their interactions, it even reinforced the process. But also, there's been very quick turnaround when we've had a question about anything. Usually, it's the same day when we get the response to answer our questions. And I think the little thing of getting us from the airport to the place we're staying was a big deal because that oftentimes is a huge hassle. We've arrived in large metropolitan airports, and it's a real challenge to find your way from where you are to where you want to be. So that was one anxiety that I have that was alleviated by the WhatsApp group.
Well, we are, approaching the age of 80 and getting there quickly.
Oh.
And so we are enjoying, we enjoy hiking and getting around and seeing things, but we're probably not as, don't do as lengthy walks and hikes that we used to do. We do enjoy taking in our environment and seeing things that are different and unusual. We love to people watch, and the idea, we've always loved to stop in little cafes wherever we were and just sit and watch and talk to locals, at the table next to us, and have conversations with people outside of whatever group we were traveling with. And so that's part of it.
Well, it's a cliche, I guess, but if you're not growing, you're rusting. And we've really felt that every day is a new day. You have tomorrow to learn something. I think the learning aspect of immersion, for example, to go into the Rijksmuseum or the Van Gogh Museum and just sit and experience the art as opposed to a drive-by. There it is, and there's another one, and here's another one here, but there's people who need us to be somewhere else. But the idea of immersion in a culture, our hope would be we'll be eating at the favorite places of the people who live in Amsterdam, not the favorite places of a cruise line. And I think the idea of, when we were on the Amalfi Coast one time, we kept going to the smaller and smaller restaurants until there were 4 tables. And we started talking to people who lived across the street from the restaurant. Things that was said in one of our earlier conversations is the idea of taking us out away from the city with bicycles, so we can bicycle along a canal where the windmills might be. So the picturesque, romanticized vision of the Netherlands. I think there's nothing wrong with seeing tourist sites, but you can see them not being a tourist.
Right.
And so we want to experience them differently than a ride-by bus kind of, there's another windmill kind of experience.
Right.
But one of the things that I'm anticipating, for example, there's one food truck festival that has, and then there's another restaurant festival where all the best restaurants in Amsterdam will be set up where you can experience all the variety of foods that are offered. And of course, there's a couple wine festivals, and we enjoy wine very much. And I don't think I've ever had wine from the Netherlands or even that general area. So I'm curious to see, what that wine might be like.
I love architecture, and the unique architecture of Amsterdam has always intrigued me, and the fact that there are places that are still standing from the Middle Ages, that's just crazy. I would love to see that, and how Amsterdam has changed over the centuries interests me too, and that's one thing. Another thing, we like music. I know there is a symphony orchestra that is in Amsterdam. If there is a symphony that is being performed when we are there. I would love to do that. That would be great. That would be fantastic. Well, I would hope that I would feel like I lived there. I didn't just visit there, I lived there. And although in the grand scheme of things, a month in your lifetime is not, super long, but it's long enough, I think, to be able to feel the culture in a different way than just what we have in the past. Your framework changes when you experience things day after day and different things along the way. Being able to talk to locals and feel comfortable interacting, and that your life, it feels like you could live there forever. That's what I would like to be able to feel like when I came back.
I think for me, the challenge is really going to be to harmonize, on the one hand, so many things to see and so many things to do and so many places to go. On the other hand, to relax and sit in a cafe and have a coffee and visit with whoever's sitting at the table next to me. And the balance between, gosh, see everything and do everything and be everywhere, or just be right here where I am right now and experience looking at that cathedral and watching the pigeons land on it. And so when I come back, I think it'll be interesting to see how I've been able to harmonize those two almost they're almost diametrically opposed from one another. And I tend to be a go guy. I tend to do stuff, and I don't sit down and relax as much. And that's one of the objectives of the immersion, to not have an agenda driven time, but have a experience driven time.